Think football's only English heritage? Think again. While the modern game as we know it owes a great deal to 19th century Britain, its soul, its very essence, was forged across continents and millennia. The simple, universal joy of kicking a ball is a story that belongs to everyone. This isn't just one nation's invention. It's a global epic, a shared human impulse that evolved into the world's most beloved sport. So where do we begin our journey? The earliest roots of kicking a ball for sport are found scattered across the ancient world, in civilizations separated by vast oceans and thousands of years. Long before the roar of stadiums and the glare of floodlights, these games were a complex blend of skill, ceremony, military training, and even survival. They were a fundamental part of life. In ancient China, during the Han Dynasty over 2,000 years ago, a game called Cuju flourished. The name literally translates to kickball. Originally, it was a rigorous form of military fitness training, where soldiers would compete to kick a leather ball stuffed with feathers and hair through a small, elevated opening in a silk net. It was a formidable test of precision, agility, and teamwork. But Cuju wasn't just for soldiers. It became a popular spectacle in lavish imperial courts and city streets, with some records even indicating that women participated in their own matches. It was a world away from the football we know, but a clear ancestor in spirit. Meanwhile, in ancient Greece, they played episkiros. This was a much more physical, almost violent affair, often involving two teams of 12 to 14 players on a rectangular field marked by lines. The objective was simple: use any means necessary to get the ball over the opponent's backline. It was about strength, strategy, and brute force. The Romans later adopted and adapted this game, calling it harpastum, meaning to seize. It was just as rough and was used to keep their legions battle-ready, a raw, primal contest of territory. Across the Atlantic, in Mesoamerica, civilizations like the Maya and Aztecs played a sacred ball game of immense cultural importance. Using a heavy, solid rubber ball, a substance unknown in Europe, players would strike it with their hips, thighs, and forearms, aiming to pass it through a high, vertical stone hoop. These games were profound rituals connected to cosmology and agriculture, sometimes with life or death consequences, deeply woven into the fabric of their society. And the list goes on. In Heian period Japan, the courtly game of kemari was a cooperative, graceful exercise in keeping a deerskin ball in the air for as long as possible. In Renaissance Florence, calcio storico was a brutal 27-a-side forerunner to modern football, played in city squares. Each of these ancient games was unique, but they all shared a common thread: the simple, compelling challenge of controlling a ball with the body. Fast forward through the centuries, and these folk games evolved into something far more chaotic. In medieval Britain, mob football became a widespread tradition, especially during festivals like Shrovetide. This was a brutal, anarchic contest where entire villages would compete to move an inflated pig's bladder to a designated goal, often the church door of the opposing village, miles away. There were virtually no rules, and the pitch could be fields, rivers, and streets. It was pure, unadulterated chaos, so disruptive that monarchs and local authorities repeatedly tried to ban it. The great transformation from chaos to organized sport began in the 19th century, within the elite public schools of Britain. At institutions like Eton, Harrow, and Rugby, masters and students sought to tame the game. They began to write down rules, creating boundaries, defining fouls, and, crucially, distinguishing between kicking the ball and carrying it. This led to a great schism. Some schools, like Rugby, favored a handling game. Others championed a dribbling, kicking-focused version. The debate came to a head in 1863 when representatives from several clubs met in a London tavern to form the Football Association. They established the first unified laws of the game, officially separating from what would become rugby. This was the crucial moment of codification. Out of this melting pot of ideas, modern football was born. As the game spread rapidly beyond Britain, carried by sailors, railway workers, and expatriates, the need for a single global set of laws became urgent. Then, on May 21, 1904, representatives from 7 European nations, France, Belgium, Denmark, the Netherlands, Spain, Sweden, and Switzerland, gathered in Paris. They formed the Fédération Internationale de Football Association, or FIFA. Its primary mission was to standardize the rules internationally, creating a universal language of football that everyone could understand and play by, and to oversee international competition. This new global framework paved the way for the ultimate competition. After years of planning, FIFA's president Jules Rimet realized his vision. In 1930, Uruguay, the reigning Olympic champion and celebrating its centenary of independence, hosted the very first World Cup. The journey was arduous. Many European teams were reluctant to make the long sea voyage. In the end, only 13 nations participated. But a monumental precedent was set. The dream of a true world championship was now a reality, a tournament that would grow to become the most watched sporting event on the planet. Today, football is simply everywhere. It is a universal language. It lives in the dusty neighborhood pitches where goalposts are marked by shoes, and it thrives in the colossal multi-billion-dollar stadiums that stand as modern cathedrals to the game. It's a sport played by over 250 million people in more than 200 countries and dependencies, making it by far the world's most popular sport. From amateur leagues to the professional elite, it forms a vast pyramid of passion and participation. And its growth continues to accelerate, nowhere more so than in the women's game. Once actively marginalized and even banned in some countries for decades, women's football has undergone a meteoric and long overdue rise. Participation is soaring at every level. Professional leagues are gaining strength and financial viability worldwide, and major tournaments now capture the attention of hundreds of millions, smashing attendance and viewership records. This surge is inspiring a new generation of female athletes and driving a powerful conversation about equality on and off the pitch. The game has become a powerful vessel for culture and national identity. Each country, each community, infuses it with its own unique flavor. Think of the rhythmic, samba-like flair of Brazil's Joga Bonito, the resolute tactical discipline of Italy's Catenaccio, or the revolutionary total football pioneered by the Dutch. The chants, the colors, the fierce local derbies, the pre-game rituals, they are all vibrant expressions of a shared passion that unites billions of fans in a global community. As the game has grown, it has also become smarter. On the pitch, tactical formations have shifted dramatically over the decades, from the attack-heavy 2-3-5 of the early 20th century to the balanced 4-4-2, and now to the fluid, complex systems like the 4-3-3. And technology has entered the fray, with innovations like goal line technology and the video assistant referee, or VAR, aiming to bring more accuracy and fairness to the split-second decisions that can define a match, a season, or a career. But football's influence extends far beyond the 90 minutes on the pitch. It has been shaped by history, halted by world wars, but also a source of temporary peace, as seen in the famous Christmas truce of 1914, where soldiers laid down their arms for a match. And today, it is a powerful tool for social change, used by organizations around the world to promote education, health, and unity in underserved communities. It is a testament to the game's profound capacity to inspire hope and create joy. So, the myth is well and truly busted. Football didn't just spring from one place at one time. Its DNA is a complex and beautiful tapestry, woven from ancient Chinese precision, Greek physicality, Mesoamerican ritual, medieval chaos, and finally, Victorian order. It is a story of constant evolution. It was born in many places, refined in one, and has since been reclaimed by all. Today, football belongs to the world.